secrets of different bills. Hey, don't condemn me, you need it, I got it listed, yeah. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it, yeah. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from defenders to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a law threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt. They try to bring me down. See me winning. You ain't
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, alright? Today we have Dan Majerle's Replica build, Thunder, but before we get into that video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe, as liking up the video puts the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put your noti game for my daily uploads. But without further ado, let's hop straight into this video. Okay, so Dan Majerle is actually one of those players back in the 90s. You know, obviously you had MJ, you had Charles Barkley, but Dan Majerle was a player that I really thoroughly liked watching because I was a jump shooter. I could really shoot growing up. I was, and I looked at people like him in his play style. You know, he finished to the basket. He was a good shooter, played great defense. You know, it was just a really good two guard. And I emulated a lot of my game after him a lot. So I thought it was pretty dope that he's actually in here. Obviously, I was more athletic. I could really jump. Then when like you had like the Ray Allens come in, and then I was like, oh snap, I can play my game like Ray Allen. But regardless, this is really dope to see him in the game, and he's actually really good, man. So shooting guard, right-handed, number 9. If you don't know who Dan Majerle is, man, look it up, man. He was a really good shooter. Like I said, man, everything you can think of as far as a two guard, he did it, right? Kevin Johnson, Dan Majerle, Charles Barkley. I mean, like I think he was on NBA Jam too, if I'm not mistaken, as an option. If he wasn't, maybe he wasn't, but I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, 6'6", 208, 6'10" wingspan, body shape I wouldn't define. Okay, these are going with the physicals. Then when you go in here, you want to go 85 on your close shot. Again, that's going to give you that fearless finisher, that fast twitch on gold. Then you're going to go ahead and get Giant Slayer. Remember, now you can use Giant Slayer because you're 6'6". So a lot of people are 6'9", so that 3-inch difference does matter. So trust me, Giant Slayer is one that you're going to want to utilize. 80 on the driving layup to get the Zach LaVine layup package, and then 80 on the driving dunk to get quick drop. So as you can see, just off rip, this is already comp, right? This is what you can work with. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can work with this. Excuse me. Close shots, driving layup, driving dunk, everything that you'll want, okay? Then, unfortunately, you got to go 42 and 42 on the standing dunk and on your post control. So it is what it is. You have to work with this, but regardless, you still have 16 badges, and that's very important because you need 16 because that's when you got to get your limitless takeoff on silver, okay? And then, of course, you will be able to get slithery on silver, okay? So regardless, you get 2 good badges out that. And then what we're going to be doing here, we're going to go 80 on the mid-range shot and then 93 on the 3-ball. So the big thing here is that you get catch and shoot on Hall of Fame, which is big because, again, and Green Machine on Hall of Fame. You also get Limitless on gold, Blinders on gold, Agent 3 on gold. So Claymore on Hall of Fame. This is a really good spot-up build. You're going to be able to do some really good damage as far as his shooting, okay? So, again, and Dan Majerle was a really good shooter, so it just makes sense. We'll go 79 on the free throw. That's going to be good for the rec players. But regardless, we're looking at 16 and 25 already. But he is going to be a good secondary ball handler because, as you see here, you get 85 on the ball handle. The 85 ball handle will give you clamp breaker handles for days on silver. But remember, my Mr. 94 feet has these same things, and you've seen the video footage. I mean, like, it's actually really not that hard, right? I mean, like, to get to the cup, hyperdrive on gold, quick first step on gold, and unpluckable on gold. Remember, this is a tier 2 badge because he's 6'6", so that's actually pretty dope. 75 pass accuracy, you definitely want that, and of course 75 speed with ball for the Michael Jordan dribble style. So all in all, you have everything that you will want when it comes to the playmaking, okay? You have 18 total here. You're definitely going to be looking to add some badge points. But then the defense, again, like I said, is going to be solid. So a 62 on the interior defense, and then an 87, which is big, right? So that 87 is going to give you minutes on Hall of Fame, clamps on silver, challenger on gold, pick dodger on gold, right? You get your still at 81. So even though you do not get the silver glove, 81 is still going to be strong along with that glove. So keep that in mind. This is not a pushover. You do need to go 27 on the block because the moment replicas got to be within a certain threshold. 51 on the offensive rebound and 50 on the defensive. So you walk away with 16 total. So 16, 25, 18, and 16 is what you're looking at. Again, it's a really good badge stack. You can't ask for anything better than this totally. Like, this is what you will want in a build. It plays good perimeter defense, good ball handling, passing. You get the good animation with the Michael Jordan dribble style. absolutely god tier shooting. You get the quick drops, Zach LaVine layup, and you get fearless finisher on gold. What else do you want from a secondary ball handler, and also a pretty above average lockdown? We want to go 75 on the speed, 67 on the acceleration, 71 on the strength. He was actually, like I said, man was ripped. All right, 67 vert, and then 90 on the stamina. Okay, so all in all, again, like I said, really good build, something that you definitely should be able to put up and utilize, especially right now with the season wrapping up. You only got a couple more months of the game, so why not? If you want to make a replica build, this might be one to look at. You have shot creating, sharp, block, and playmaking takeover. Ideally, you can go limitless range. I went with extreme clamps or perimeter badge drop. You can do that. Or if you're going to be a straight up spot up, maybe you want to go spot up precision with one of those. Or you can go with double lock. Regardless, though, the sharp and lock take should be a combination you're looking at. And then here you have it, my nephews and nieces. Like I said, man, it's Dan Majerle, bro. Like, it's the man. And he's called him Thunder Dan. So, but it has Thunder here because no need to say Thunder Dan. But yeah, man, there he go. There he go, man. 6'6", like MJ, right? You know what I mean? But yeah, man, this is pretty dope to see Dan Majerle in the game. So what we're gonna do is this: we'll test this build out quick. We'll get 99. Of course, we'll then get you out of here. So let's go ahead and max this all the way out here. Boom. Then we want to go fearless finisher. We already talked about getting giant slayer, and then with that one, we can just go acrobat. Then down here, you got a core limitless, and then you want to get your slithery, okay? So then now you have everything that's pretty much important that you'll want for this build. And then on the shooting side, you definitely should double core here. That's gonna put that out there. This is definitely a double core type build. So let's just go here first. And then what you could do is, like I said, if you want double core, go ahead and get like core blinders and then core limitless, all right? And then that leaves you, again, if you double core limitless with blinders, then you're able to get agent threes, come up here, get catch and shoot, green machine, and then come up here, get claymore. So you have everything that you'll want. And then that little bit left over, just go ahead and get amped, right? Because, as a space, like, sometimes you might have a little bit stamina been knocked off, so you can knock that, you can use the amp, but if you want to use something else, you can. But that means by double coring, you have agent threes, blinders, and limitless range. Now, if you don't have double core ability, then obviously you're gonna have to pick and choose what you want to utilize. Maybe you don't have claymore, don't use amped, that type of deal. Because if you didn't use claymore, you didn't use amped, that'll give you 6. So you'll have this, and then maybe you have to drop your green machine or your catch and shoot down. All right, if you can't double core, and then you'll be able to get what you want. So just keep that in mind. Or maybe here. All right, or maybe don't even go green machine. Maybe you ain't shooting enough to do that. So maybe you'll take green machine off and then come up here and just get hit, boom and boom. You know what I mean? Like, it's so many ways. You know what your play style is. All right. On here, you want to go quick first step. You want to go unpluckable. Then you want to, of course, you want to go ahead. You want a core clamp breaker. You want to get your handles for days. And then that leaves you with 2 left over. Definitely look to add badge points here so you can get your hyperdrive. So that's something to keep in mind. So we'll skip that over, but you need to definitely try to get hyperdrive. But, excuse me, let's say, for instance, you're not even trying to be dribbling like that. Don't get hyperdrive. Just go ahead and get another badge point and get Bell out on bronze. You definitely need to get Bell out, like straight up. All right, and then here, we want to go pick dodger. We want to go menace. We'll come down here, core clamps, get your glove, and then you have 1 left over. Let's just go ahead and get menace here. So you got pick dodger, menace, clamps, and glove. This is good enough. But if you want to add some badge points to try to be able to get something else, maybe you want to get workhorse or whatever, just keep that in mind. There's no right or wrong answer here. But there you have it, my nephews and nieces. This is Dan Majerle's replica build, Thunder. And of course, let me know in the comment section what you think about this build. But other than that, this your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon with another banger, man. And when I say back soon, another banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.